Assalamu alaikum. I'm Imran We have launched a pretty informative channel, Learning Simplified. You will find quite useful and authenticated information on this channel, which will encompass history of warfare, history of Islam, different types of book reviews, international relations, and current affairs. Don't forget to like and subscribe this channel and do share it with your friends and family for their better interest. We have launched the first series of our channel, History of Modern Warfare. This series will cover all important happenings related to warfare around the world, spread over almost 2 centuries, starting from the early 19th century till the very beginning of the 21st century. This discussion will be made productive with detailed maps and illustrations of each campaign. Today we will discuss first video of this series, the Congress of Vienna. First of all, we will try to understand what the Congress of Vienna is, what were the difficulties in forging acceptable terms for all the stakeholders, what were the important clauses of the treaty, what was the importance of the treaty for the West and the world, and what was the impact of this treaty on the history of the West. From 1789 till 1799, major developments took place in France in the fields of politics, society, and military, which are collectively known as French Revolution. As a result of this revolution, the Bourbon monarchy, which was ruling France since the 16th century, was overthrown in 1789, and various types of governments were established in France. At the end, however, Napoleon Bonaparte, considered to be one of the best military generals in the history, established his own government through military coup in 1799, meaning thereby the civilian revolt which had begun in 1789 against monarchy ended in the shape of a military dictatorship, and Napoleon established himself as the Emperor of France. France fought numerous wars with other European powers during Napoleon's reign and conquered almost entire Europe during the period, which was collectively known as Napoleonic Wars. Napoleon's success can be gauged from the fact that almost entire Europe allied together to fight him but lost almost each time they tried. At last, Napoleon was beaten during the War of Sixth Coalition in May 1814 and was exiled to an Italian island, Elba. But he succeeded in fleeing from that island and came back to France in May 1815. Finally, he was again beaten during the War of Seventh Coalition, also called 100 Days War, in September 1815 at Waterloo, and exiled to a British island, St. Helena, where he died of stomach cancer in 1821. After Napoleon's first defeat and exile, European powers including UK, Russia, Austria, Prussia, Spain, Portugal, and French Bourbon monarchy, which had been abolished by Napoleon, sat together and tried to find solution of the catastrophe that Napoleon had brought to the European continent. They finally succeeded in arriving at a consensus in June 1815, in which borders of various European states were finalized and a treaty was signed, which is known as Congress of Vienna. During the Congress, it was not an easy task to find the solution of European problems at the end of 25 years of devastating wars. But major European powers had some common stakes at hand, especially they wanted to control the nationalistic emotions that were sweeping across the entire Europe. Britain, which had become a superpower due to its industrial revolution, was also content to control the world commerce and maintain a balance of power on the continent. Despite these difficulties, major European powers agreed to grant France an easy peace. They agreed to revert to French borders of 1792, which were effective before the Napoleon Wars, and not to snatch any territory from France. They also reverted to the Bourbon monarchy, which Napoleon had abolished. However, the settlement in Eastern Europe and the Germany represented more complexity as compared to France due to Russia's interest in that region. In the end, the statesmen succeeded in forging acceptable terms. Russia gained almost all of Poland. In return, Prussia gained control of the territories along the river Rhine on French borders in order to create a buffer zone against a resurgent France. Prussia gained two major advantages of these acquisitions. In exchange of Polish lands to Russia, it gained control of the German-speaking territories and it came out to be a greater nation state. Secondly, it gained possession of the river Ruhr Valley, which was to become the second major center of industrial revolution. Congress of Vienna is considered to be one of the most successful treaties in Western history because for the first time in history, all major European powers sat together on the peace tables and succeeded to find solutions of European problems to a great extent. But this treaty had some weaknesses as well. The growing threat of nationalism was the biggest one. Maintaining the balance of power on the European continent was the second challenge. In the end, we are going to discuss how much effective the Congress of Vienna was in attaining its objectives. In fact, it succeeded in attaining its goals for only 15 years. As a result of the Second French Revolution, also called French July Revolution, Bourbon monarchy was abolished for good. And as a result of the riots in Belgian capital Brussels, separation movement of the Low Countries including Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg was triggered. These movements resulted in separation of these states as independent countries in the light of Treaty of London, signed on 19 April 1839. The Third French Revolution of 1848 swept across the entire Europe. The control system put into effect by the Congress of Vienna to curb the nationalistic emotions in German and Austrian soils diminished in a matter of weeks. Hungarian revolt against the Habsburg monarchy of Austria could only be smashed with Russia's help. In the next video, we will discuss how Austria betrayed Russia in a matter of years despite Russia's assistance during this revolution. That concludes our today's video. Hope you would like this video. If yes, please don't forget to like and subscribe our channel by clicking on the bell icon so that you never miss any of our upcoming videos. We will take leave with this short question, which you can answer in comment section. During which war Napoleon was finally defeated and were exiled? Take care of yourself. Goodbye until the next video.